and you are still watching the AM show. Now let's talk about the Global Conference on Human Resources in Africa. And it's happening on the 24th and the 25th of October at Labadi Beach Hotel. In the studio with me to discuss this is Emmanuel Woyome, an HR specialist, and Rita Kusi, HR executive and consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Rita, that's a very lovely jacket you have.
Thank you very much. I had to bring my A game. I knew I was coming to
don't do that
today. So.
Right, so let's get into the conversation.
Sure.
How is the Global Conference on Human Resources going to meet the impacts and empower Africa's workforce?
Excellent. That is a great question. So the Global Conference on Human Resources in Africa is happening on the 24th of October, which is exactly 2 weeks away, happening at Labadi Beach Hotel. And our mission is to empower Africa's workforce. How do we do that? We are trying to empower them through upskilling, and of course, just becoming knowledgeable of the technologies that are available and accessible to them, mainly Africa's workforce, those who are here on the continent. And how do you do that effectively is by bringing in HR. Human resource professionals are the ones that manage the workforce within organizations. And so this conference is bringing together HR executives from all over, is also bringing together entry-level, mid-level, technology enthusiasts and business executives all in one space.
And this is specifically on how you can prepare your workforce for AI revolution.
Yes.
So let me come to you, Mr. Woyome. Why is it important for a workforce to integrate AI into their daily dealings?
Right. So on a more broader perspectives, organizations exist to achieve value or return on investment. Either they are investing people or they are investing money. They want to get return on that. And usually it is the human resource that acts to make use of other resources to create a value and then achieve return on investment. And as time goes on, technologies are introduced, new tools are developed that ensures efficiency and effectiveness. And until organizations are able to adapt to these technologies and use them, they may not get the return on investment they are looking for. And so over the years, AI wasn't in the space, and even some decades ago, there was nothing like internet or social media. We've been able to adapt or adopt those tools, and we are using them for efficiency and effectiveness. Now we have AI starting the fourth industrial revolution. And if we don't get our employees, the major users of the tools, to upskill to use these tools, organization will not be able to achieve the return on investment they are looking for.
So let's do this. We're discussing, before we went on air, but let me ask you this again. So two schools of thought.
Right.
One, that AI, the fourth industrial revolution, is taking away jobs from the people.
Right.
The other school of thought is that AI is a superpower that allows you to work more efficiently.
Right.
How do we reconcile the two?
Great. So, this is not the first time people will have concerns about new or innovations like this. Centuries ago, when electricity was invented, people were complaining it could give them electrical shock and they could be killed.
Yeah.
And when automobile was invented, people thought it would take their horse riding business, but usually it replaces and not necessarily kills the job. So Rita was saying earlier that a number of people who will be losing jobs, but then a greater number of people will also be getting new jobs. So there is a solution to this concern. Truly, both arguments are valid. But when you don't take action to upskill and reskill, to learn these skills and these tools to use, then you will be a victim. But there are enormous opportunities in all areas of professions, how you can use respective AI tools for your respective work in order to be efficient and effective.
I want to throw that to you, Rita. So how can small businesses, a lot of business owners out there are just starting, small and medium scale businesses. How can they also adopt AI with their limited resources and not play catch up when the rest of the world is moving on ahead?
So I'll get to answer that question, but before I get there, I want to also say that I did a virtual session a couple of days ago, and I shared a video from 1995 where Bill Gates was talking about the internet, and he was explaining how this is coming, how do you use it? And he was like a laughing stock. They were actually laughing at him.
Yeah.
Fast forward,
I think the
2024.
interviewer asked, have you seen a radio or
right,
something? Yeah,
exactly. And look where we are right now. You know, so why this conference is important, I want to bring it back to Africa's workforce. Okay, so with a fast growing population of 1.4 billion, 70% under the age of 30, the future workforce lies here in Africa. This is where companies are going to come to find talent and to also find the workforce, especially because we live in a global economy. Now we were just talking about gig jobs where you can become a freelance consultant regardless of where you are. If you're not skilled, if you don't have the resources, how can you be in Ghana and have a job working for a company in Dubai? Those are all opportunities that we have available to us now, right? So the stats that I shared earlier is that in 2025, which is next year, next year is a few months away, 85 million jobs will be displaced by AI, but 97 million will also be created. So it depends on how do you look at that as a negative thing or as a positive thing, right? I look at it as positive because I'm going to upskill myself to be able to take up some of these jobs that will be led by, you know, just having AI competency. I run a small business, KUSI Consulting. We're a digital human resource and marketing company. Leverage technology throughout our entire 12 years of operating in Ghana. We started very small. I started off as hybrid, started using Microsoft Excel, you know, for the recruitment, talent acquisition process. And now we've been leveraging the technologies that are out there. So for small businesses, I would say start where you are. I think there's a lot of pressure and misunderstanding around AI integration in HR or just how to leverage AI. Don't try to understand everything, especially if you're in HR. If you're in talent acquisition, learn about the technologies that you're using for talent acquisition. Don't worry about performance management and payroll. Exactly. Focus on where you are. You know, and now with technology, even with ChatGPT, you can research and find cost-effective, you know, tools that you can use if you're an SME to thrive. You know, so
now let's talk about the conference. Who are we expecting? Who can attend? How do you register? Let's get into it.
I'll first start by, we're expecting Mr. Woyome, who just gave me this awesome book, AI in HR. He is going to be there. He's going to showcase his books during the day 2.
So this is the only one.
So for the day 2, so what we are doing is we're creating an experience, all right, at this conference. It's not just a conference you're coming to, you sit, people talk, and you leave. It's going to be highly interactive, highly engaging. So Johnny C. Taylor Jr., he is undoubtedly the largest HR global knowledge expert out there. You know, his organization, he's the president of SHRM. That organization has over 350 members globally, and they exist in over 180 countries, spanning across Africa. He's coming to deliver the keynote on artificial intelligence, partnering with human intelligence for return on investment for businesses. Because AI cannot thrive without human intelligence. We program it, we speak into, you know, AI. We also have Irina Sare. She is the business director, global HR director for the BBC. We have Dr. Najat, who's coming all the way from Qatar. She is the chair for the Qatar, you know, HR forum. We have David Sagawa coming from Kenya, also representing Uganda.
Over the world.
I mean, we are definitely bringing in some key players into this conference. You know.
So who can attend? How can they register? And are they paying for it? Tell us about that.
So we have 3 different options. You can register as a VIP guest. You can register as standard or virtual. The benefits of registering as VIP is you get access to all of the activities that we're organizing. We have a beach networking mixer that's happening on day 2. We have an AI and HR exhibition that's happening. We also have, I mentioned the exhibition. We are calling on companies who have these technologies and tools to come and show HR what you have. What do we have access to on the continent? And we've added some tours that Saturday and Sunday. we get to go to Cape Coast, explore a little bit of our rich culture and history. So I'll throw it over to Mr.
I understand now when you said you were creating an experience,
yes.
not just a conference.
Yes.
Right. Okay, Mr. Woyome, what would you add to that?
So I think you asked the kind of people we are expecting. Generally, we are looking forward to meeting HR professionals.
Right.
However, because AI is diverse, anyone from any professional background is equally invited, CEOs, entrepreneurs, business executives, because the insight they will gain, even when they are not HRs, they are able to understand the need to fund some initiatives, especially those at the decision-making table. Right. If only HR understand the need to upskill in the AI perspective, but management doesn't understand, they may not give approval to some of their proposals. So business executives, CEOs, but dominantly 100%. HR professionals.
Okay, so let's wrap it up with contact details.
Sure.
And yes, for more information, if they want to get in touch with you.
So we just partnered, and I have to say this as a, based on what Mr. Woyome just said. So the Ghana FinTech and Payment Association has just partnered with us. Why would the Ghana FinTech partner with HR? Because when we talk about tech, we are all integrated in some way, shape, or form. HR has access to these platforms as well. So the way you can contact us is pretty simple. Visit our website, gchrafrica.com. Again, that's gchrafrica.com. You can also call us at +233 055 408 1727. Give us a call, send us a WhatsApp. We are available and ready to, to assist and help you to be a part of this conference, whether in person or virtual.
And so that is preparing your workforce for the AI revolution. Don't forget, it is, in fact, the fourth industrial revolution, so don't play catch-up. Emmanuel Woyome is an HR specialist, and Rita Kusi, an HR executive and consultant. Right. Thank you for joining us, and I wish you the very best.
Thank you very much. And I want to just give a shout out to our partners and sponsors. Okay, so there's Rigworld Solutions Limited, there's Pamacor, there's Delta Airlines is a sponsor, South Africa Airlines. We also have CIHRM, Dr. Francis Aduku and his team. They are Ghana's regulatory HR body in Ghana. Very important for us to have their support. Sherm, I mean, they're all over our website, ICS Africa, so make sure to visit. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you too. Thank you. All right, and that's how we're ending this belt of conversation on the AM show, but there's still a lot coming your way. But before we go, Ghana, your favorite radio stations are back on TuneIn: Joy FM, Love FM, Adom FM, Asempa FM, and Ishira FM. All your beloved multimedia group brands are now back on TuneIn. So wherever you are, we've got you covered. Yes, Joy FM, Love FM, Adom FM, Asempa FM, and Ishira FM are all back on TuneIn. So tune in to the best of news, music, sports, and entertainment from Ghana's top stations. Anytime, anywhere on TuneIn. Go to the App Store or Google Play Store to download TuneIn and listen to all your beloved multimedia group brands to stay connected and entertained. So to come, we'll be right back with more.